G'day fellas, and welcome back to the Falcons franchise. Again, I'm having so much freaking fun with this franchise. Now, I did ask you guys in the last episode, after this L, do we just go to the off-season? 99.9, possibly even 100% of you said yes. We need to find ourselves some weapons, like some serious weapons. 9 and 8. I think I got to upgrade the player personnel because I want to get some of these trade things. For example, 4% trade discount for CPU draft picks. We definitely need to move up in the class. We know what players that we need and what we want and what players we don't want. Patty Mahomes was your MVP. Did we have anybody? Did I embarrass Maddie Lincoln potentially? Dorian Wilbur, okay. Nick Talley, we absolutely destroyed this guy, but he still made it. Dwayne McCord was third. Maddie Lincoln was fourth. I thought I played terrible with him, but apparently not. Ed Whitfield is your defensive rookie of the year. Let's get it. He had so many interceptions. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, Maddie Lincoln was 9th in the NFL. That is the most Crowe ratio ever. But 4,600 yards is no joke. On the rushing end, Dwayne McCord had 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns. Maddie Lincoln contributing with 194. Hankins was still there getting involved. On the receiving end, Ridley with over 1,100 yards. Kyle Pitts with over 1,100 yards. Rondale Moore, we traded for him super late. Beverly didn't do a whole lot. Felton didn't do a whole lot. But I was surprised to see that Calvin Ridley had so many yards. I know we didn't play every game, but 1,100 is still very, very good for how little we were able to target him, you know? And defensively, Holowakan led the team, 126 tackles. Deion Jones, geez, 83 tackles. Ed Whitfield had, wow, 90 tackles, 7 interceptions. Deion Jones had 5, AJ Terrell 4. Did Ed Whitfield lead the NFL in interceptions? Oh, he did? Wow, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all had 6 interceptions. We threw 4 of them to Dante Jackson like 2 weeks ago. Juan Swain and Randall Stewart are looking like my #1 targets. We currently have the 17th pick. I'm going to be moving up. Those 4th, 5th, and 7th round picks aren't really doing a whole lot for us. So I'm going to try my best to move up. Potentially get Juan Swain. Randall Stewart would be very good as well. I don't know which one of the two I like better though. Probably Juan. I mean, we also have Jason Ballard and Charles Tracy. They wouldn't be bad for wide receivers. Charles is a 4th rounder as a late 1st round talent. Jason Ballard is a 3rd rounder with an early 1st round talent. Montreal Baskerville as well. He was the Heisman winner out of NC State. He is an early as well. So I don't know, man. A safety wouldn't be too half bad as well. There's not a lot of O-linemen here that I like. We just need to trade for picks. That's simply it. So as we already saw, Patty Mahomes was the MVP. I felt like I've said that 1,000 times this year. Patty Mahomes was also the Super Bowl MVP as well. Ed Whitfield was your defensive rookie of the year. So out of all of these amazing players and accomplishments on this screen right now, our crappy team was a part of it in one way or another. I'm so proud of the boys. Thaddeus Mosto, I'm going to need you to come back because you genuinely did play lights out. I really am happy with the way you played. But now you're back. Fantastic. Before we do that though, we have the combines. This is what we have to check out. 4.51 is still blazing fast, but compared to the other wide receivers, bit of a yikes. 7th on vert, which is good. He's 6'5" as well. So 4.5 speed at 6'5" is pretty freaking good. What about Randall though? Randall is 31st. They run the exact same 40 time. Randall has a bit better of a vert jump though, so we got to keep that in mind. I'm kind of leaning towards Randall here. We don't have to give up as much to get him. Juan is 22 though, so he's 1 year younger. In the long term though, I don't think that's going to matter too much. Let's go look at our draft board. Montreal Baskerville. This is the guy who won the Heisman, 4.4 speed, great broad. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. Yes, I would love to get him, but I don't think it'll happen. Charles Tracy runs a 4.42. That's not bad. I mean, he's a 4th rounder, so if he's there, I'll take him. Jason Ballard as well. He looks amazing. This guy was a late 1st rounder in the 3rd. Now he's an early 1st. The other people I wanted to look at were the safeties. Calvin Sims a little bit later on in the draft, but he's projected as an early 1st. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 1st. Okay. Well, if I can get Jalen Bradley, I will. But it's going to be difficult to try and trade up and get all of these draft picks. I don't want the 1st pick. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. The Buccaneers, wow. They're after a quarterback. I can't give you mine. Or can I? No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that to Maddie Lincoln. Okay, nice. We move up from 17th to 3rd, 49th to 35th, and we're basically trading first rounders for next year. They reckon our draft pick is valued at 4. Little did you know we're going to the playoffs next year, mate, whether you like it or not. The worse they do, the better we do, you know? So we move up quite nicely. That means I can probably look to get that linebacker. We pulled off a little crazy trade there right at the end with the Bucks. I'm excited to see how that plays out next year. I should have probably gone into free agency first. Tyreek Hill is here. Wouldn't that be interesting? He probably will start regressing, especially in speed and that. But we could use somebody like Tyreek on the roster. I'm just saying. De'Aaron Payne. I need a DT so bad. You have no idea, bro. We could look to move up at linebacker. Ooh, nobody's going after Ioannidis. Interesting, because he's after a 2-year deal. Hold on, let me withdraw this from De'Aaron Payne. I'd rather go off Ioannidis here. Nobody's offering the bloke. De'Aaron Payne fits our scheme so much more. But I might offer De'Aaron Payne considerably less, just so we kind of hold on to our money here. And if he wants to sign with us, then that's all on him. Kelsey, coming towards the end of his career, he wants a lot of money, but I'd be, willing to pick him up for just a singular year. Tom Brady is here. Star dev and all. Interesting. Cleveland Ferrell is there. That would not be a bad pickup at all either. He's not asking for a lot of money. He only wants 2 years, so it's pretty low risk. We are really investing a lot into our trenches right here, O and defense alike. And speaking of which, is there any more offensive linemen that are good? Even if they're veterans, they can absolutely be veterans. Conklin, okay. Conklin's after 3 years. I'm not that excited. Right guard, I will happily pick up DeCastro. Again, spending quite a bit of money, but it's a 1-year deal, so we're kind of just chilling. I've spent a lot of money in this first day. Let's just take it back a second. Do we want to go after Tyreek? You know what? I might as well slap Tyreek a contract. There's only 2 people going after him. We have the money. We definitely do have the money. And not everybody's going to commit anyway. All right, Tyreek is going to reject it. DeCastro accepts. Cleveland Ferrell accepts. De'Aaron Payne declines, but Ioannidis accepts as well. That's perfect. That's great. Jason Kelsey, I think he's going to need a bit more time. I mean, there's nobody else going after him, mate. You know what? Just because you screwed me around, I'm going to drop your money a little bit, all right? This is my final offer, bro. Oh, yes. Yes, this is what I was after. I was hoping there was going to be somebody in here I could pick up on the low. Leonard Fournette, only 28 years old. You would think he might be older. 88 excel, 91 speed, good carrying, great trucking. He's going to be our 3rd down back for sure. I'll happily give Fournette. That way we have a true 2-headed monster in the backfield with Fournette and Dwayne McCord. So that way we're chilling on both ends. Everybody accepted. Fournette, Kelsey, and Verrett all in the bag. How much more money? We have 31 mil. I'm going to save the 31 mil, okay? Okay, so the Broncos have the first pick. Now, hold on a second. Broncos, Lions. They are absolutely going to take both of the receivers. No doubt in my mind, because they're not going to take a quarterback. Let me see. If the Broncos take Juan Swain, I'm trading for the Lions pick. Juan Swain. Okay, if that's the case, let me go ahead and make a trade to the Lions, because they're undoubtedly going to take Randall Stewart, and I at least want one of the receivers. I need one of them. They got 2 picks in the first round. I'm not going to question it. We just got the 2nd pick for nothing. They just let us move up. Massive glitch. Really bad glitch. They say that Randall Stewart was the 2nd coming of Mike Evans at Texas A&M. Routinely getting double teamed in man coverage against non-Power 5 schools. He was a threat in every single game, no matter the defense. You could stick your best cornerback on him and he would find a way to go up there and get it done. Not to mention his underrated route running led to a lot of open plays where in the open field, he was no slouch either. He had the legs moving and he was scoring a lot of touchdowns. Juan absolutely was the consensus #1 pick, but I think a lot of people are sleeping on Randall Stewart. Thank you. Now back to the draft. Randall Stewart. Let's see what he goes. 77 overall, hidden dev. He's ranked 6th in true talent. I like it. 89 speed, 92 excel. No joke for a big man. He's not even like a raw prospect. He's a really good athlete that's really tall, that can really catch the ball well. This is the prototypical wide receiver you want at the beginning of your franchise. Randall Stewart, welcome to the freaking team, my guy. So with this pick, we move down to 40, but we also get a 4th rounder as well. I'm very happy with that. We might even look to trade down again. Again, making a trade with Tampa Bay. We get a third rounder for next year in this package as well. Let's go with that. Nobody really took notice of Jason Ballard until the end of the season. This is his first year starting, being a sophomore, and he did not let the opportunity go to waste. Florida went 8-4 heading into the postseason, but it was in that final game that people really took notice of how dominant Jason Ballard could be. Unfortunately, Florida would drop that game to Alabama 38-34, but in that game, Ballard forced 2 fumbles, had 3 TFLs, and even secured a sack. Making play after play in that game, he kept Florida's head above water, and that's why people think that he could really be a steal in this year's draft. Thank you very much again. We are here at round 2, pick 17, and we are going to take Jason Ballard. He's an early first. I'm not risking it anymore. If I were to trade down an extra 5 picks and he were to get taken, I would not forgive myself. Jason Ballard, here we go. 76 overall. He's a normal dev, but he's ranked 9th in true talent. 80 tackle, 90 excel, 86 speed. This guy is a demon. He's so fast. Great block shedding. That's an 80. Doesn't really have the power move in that, but that's okay. That's exactly what we need, because against teams like the Panthers, who are in our division, we can't stop the run. Hopefully, Jason Ballard is going to be able to make a difference in that side of the ball. Hopefully, man. For now, though, I think it would be quite silly to at least not check out Charles Tracy. Charles is going to do nothing insanely well for your team, but he does everything consistently good. Once thought to be a very late pick around the 6th, 7th round with almost no opportunity for a starting job in the NFL, Tracy lit the college football game up at Notre Dame his final season. They got a dominant win over Indiana. They secured a dominant win over Cincinnati. Again, Tracy didn't exactly dominate in these games, but he stepped up with a 4th down reception in the end zone, was really solid at the 2-man kick return game on special teams, and for a short guy at 5'10", he still secured some pretty decent blocks. The thing people talk about isn't necessarily the route running, but the hands. He's almost got hands of glue, mate. Everything that hits his hands, he will probably catch. The deep ball isn't his strong suit, but if you're looking to pick up 3, 4, 5 yards, or at least just throw it on a drag to get some space to see what Tracy can do with it, he is the best man for the job. And in the 3rd round, the Falcons are going to take Charles Tracy, 73 overall. He's ranked 30th in true talent. Drafted him at 81. 92 excel, 90 speed. Great catching traffic again. So if anybody gets injured, Tracy's coming straight in. He's really good though. He could genuinely be a starting receiver. He's basically like Rondale Moore, just a little bit slower, but with better hands and a little bit taller, honestly. That's him. Oh, he was arse anyway. I'm glad I didn't pick him up. All right, check us out though. We did really well. Randall Stewart, let's straight away go and check what your development trait is gonna be. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna look. I kind of want to save it. 78 overall. Juan was better. Hold on, let me go look at his development trait. I'm not going to look at our guys, Randall Stewart, but if we can go look at Juan. He's a star dev. Trash. I would bet my bottom dollar that Randall Stewart is at least a superstar dev. Leighton Hughes got picked up. Any other studs around here? Baskerville. This is somebody we probably want to look at out of NC State. The only good cornerback in this year's class that I saw, and he won the Heisman at cornerback. He's a star dev. Now I'm certain that Randall Stewart's a superstar. I thought that said Boogeyman. I was like, what the hell? I want that guy. This was a really solid class. I mean, Jalen Bradley, he was only a normal dev, but 79 overall. Calvin Sims was a 78. He's a hidden dev. So we are an 80 overall across the board. I think that is a lie. I think we might be better than that. Dwayne McCord and all that going up in overall. That's beautiful to see. So Rondale Moore's going to be in the slot. Randall Stewart at wide receiver number 2. And Tracy will be wide receiver number 4. The O-line is looking a lot better. I kind of wish we got a right tackle. I thought we did. But at least with Kelsey and DeCastro, that's going to give us a bit more time in the pocket. A bit more time for Matty Lincoln to throw that ball. Major improvements to the offense. Now on the defense, what are we looking like? Ballard is your starting outside linebacker, the rookie out of Florida. Grant is back from injury. Unfortunately, Clinton Dix is gone, but Richie Grant, 2-year man out of UCF. Hey, I'm glad to see him back there. Our cornerbacks are terrible. So Terrell and Whitfield got to step up majorly. Terrell's also a superstar now as well. He was not a superstar last year. So hopefully those two can get it done. We're putting a lot of faith into two really young cornerbacks. And look at our D-line, the improvements down here. Grady Jarrett, Matt Ioannidis, and Cleveland Farrell. Super solid additions in the offseason. I'm so happy. I genuinely think we could make the playoffs this year. With that being said, fellas, if you made it this far in the video, then you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak in outer space? Sometimes I wonder, can I call upon the thunder?